Hello, good afternoon. Hi, everybody. How are you feeling today? Because the last 3 days we've been receiving some very, very powerful energies. And our planet, as you know, is changing its consciousness. Okay. I know it sounds really strange to people who never heard of it before, but this is what it's like. Okay, you get the ascension symptoms because your body, your physical body, is receiving a lot of light, extra energy that you've never sort of come across before, and that's why your body can react in a way that is not very pleasant to you. So you might feel tired, you might feel headaches, you might feel like you have pins and needles all over your body. You can feel tickling in all the areas where your chakras are. So, because things are activating across all levels, so your physical body is going to respond to it in a way that you can actually expect. All dependent on what you are still holding into your body, and what I know from experience that I have. I started obviously doing this work voluntarily and very consciously and knowingly. That's why I wasn't really affected that much, right? I mean, the effects that I have are often just a little tiredness or a little irritation or anything that comes up to the surface. I sort of deal with there and then, and but sometimes just can't help but just go to sleep during the day, because this is how exhausting it is when you are downloading all those lighting DNA upgrades, because this is what we are basically getting right now. And the summer is probably going to be this way all the way. The winds are obviously not helping out with the feeling of being spaced out, feeling that you really want solitude, like you've changed your eating patterns, sleeping patterns even, or you really feel like you crave to be at a water side, or you want to be in a forest, you want to be on your own, you just want to pull out of the groups, because you just crave solitude. Because the reason why you crave solitude, that's the only way you want to sort of find out who you are and connect with yourself. And why would you need connection with yourself? Well, that's the only way for you to be, right? I mean, for you to have better quality of being. Because if you know who you are on other levels, then apart from, oh, well, I am a human being, right? I'm a person. I'm this and this person. I'm Kasia Druve, right? If you know who you are on better levels, on higher levels, you will obviously vibrate different frequency, and your frequency is going to create your reality. That's why people who want to go out in nature, people who want to be on their own, people who just sort of refrain from all the things that are considered as norm, but they sort of spend time with themselves and do some volunteering into shadow work, for example, right? Which is very difficult at one point, because you need to admit and accept and sort of be with yourself and with all the aspects of you that you might not like, or you might not accept, or you might be ashamed of, right? So, I mean, it is really, it's really interesting, because you basically, what you're doing is you are ripping off every layer by layer, one by one, slowly but surely, and forward, all the things that you've held on to for very many years, right? So any kind of anger, resentment, jealousy, some kind of any kind of fear, right? Fear of the future, fear of things that might happen, but they will obviously, probably 90% or 95% of them won't happen, but we still sort of worry over the things that might not happen. All of these things, they just come up to the surface right now. And instead of you reacting, if you train yourself, if you get into a habit of observing them rather than reacting to them, then you stand the chance of releasing them out of you, right? Because you can just say, shut up, to that voice that is like, what if this is going to happen? What if this is going to say? What if they're going to say this? What if you're going to get judged? What if you're going to be regarded as this? What if something happens to you? What if you have an accident? Right. All these things that come up, you can just observe, right? Because they are nothing but energy, and they come up to the surface to show you something, okay? To show you that inside of you there is still fear, there's still anxiety, there's still jealousy, there's still anger, there's still resentment, for example. And a lot of, like, for example, jealousy is probably something that I struggle with myself. It's really like, I authentically share with you guys because this is human, right? You have human feelings, human emotions. And if, for example, a lot of people when you were little were telling you that you shouldn't be angry, or you shouldn't be sad, or you shouldn't be jealous, or you shouldn't be this or this or this, then you just sort of have complete confusion, right? You are just ignorant because you don't know who you are. You don't know that you are allowed to have all those feelings, but at the same time be a good human being, right? And this is how you deal with all those emotions. That's going to determine who you really are. And the only way for you to find out who you are is just to be on your own, right? So that's why you might crave solitude, just so that you feel like even your body feels that there is too many of those energies that are suppressed and depressed down, right? And if you feel depressed, like you are sad, it's just because you have a lot of sadness and all the negative emotions are pressed down inside of your body and you are not allowing them out, okay? The pill or whatever you're going to go out there and try and do when it comes to chemicals that you put in your body are not going to help you unless you release this energy out of you and replace this with different light. And the light's also already coming. So here's your chance right now to get rid of all the things that are inside of you that make you sad and become a better version of you by allowing the light in. Because at the moment, energies are working as if it was, it's like a pressure. It's like a, how do you call it? Pressure washer, right? So if you allow those energies by calming down, by meditating, by observing whatever is coming up and releasing and allowing it out, okay, feeling it completely, feeling it in its rawness, right? Because you have raw energy that is inside of you that you don't need anymore, because there are better energies that come in. And for you to let go of the old, yes, it will be painful. Even if you are getting rid of anger or resentment or hurt, you will still be grieving those energies, because this is something that you for years been attached to. And whatever is inside of you, if you let go of these things, you're going to feel so much better and so much different. And the next day you're going to be shining different light. If you do those exercises and those practices of letting the light in and releasing the darkness out, right? Darkness in a safe environment where you can just like sort of be self-compassionate, then you will hold different light. You're going to feel different. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to just be able to understand yourself more. You're going to have wider awareness. And the more you know about yourself, the more awareness you let in, right? The more knowledge you have on yourself, the more confident you get, and the better light you are shining out on other people. So that means that your frequency that you're holding is going to be higher, it's going to be more pleasant, and you're going to be affecting your environment and your surrounding in a more positive way, right? Let alone, I'm not even talking about the health that is going to improve, right? Because physical health always improves once your frequency that you hold of your vibrational frequency is higher, yeah? So anything to do with love, light, compassion, acceptance, all the loving, good, positive energies, right? Truth also, because truth, you can realize your own truth, and you can only realize your own truth when you are on your own, right? Oh, Alexa, stop. Alexa's interrupting. Then and only then can you just become that really authentic and real version of you. And I'm not saying that you're going to be like forever happy and everything, because sometimes there is like a really low day, and then you just need to, because you've been literally ripping off those scabs, right? It's just as if your wounds, your physical wounds, obviously they need to heal as well. You need to give some time. If you burn yourself, if you cut yourself, your hurt is always going to take time to heal, right? And your hurt inside of you for years and years back, for example, that you don't even realize that you might have, it's causing you sometimes behave out of your control. And why not, if it's possible, why not, if it's available, get rid of the hurt and replace it with healing energy, with loving energy, and with compassion energy, so that you can let go of whatever happened to you in the past, for example, or whatever is happening right now, or whatever you have done to other people, or whatever other people have done to you, and let in the light of compassion, of self-compassion, right? So, I mean, I guess that this is a very good exercise to say to yourself, if you are on your own and you know that you are safe, right? And you know that you've been suffering for a long time from different symptoms, like from different ailments, right? Or states of consciousness, for example, depression, but something really maybe even stronger, yeah, something that you can't really control, that's out of your control. Then a lot of good moments that you can spend with yourself is by just breathing very deeply, because oxygen is, I always say that, it's a really good saying, I've heard it somewhere and I actually agree with it, and this is what works for me. Oxygen is the best healer, right? So the deeper you breathe, the more space you allow, right? And you can then relax, and then you can feel more, right? Because you always concentrate. When you breathe deeply, you connect to your body easier, and your physical body is holding a lot of things, right, within it, okay? And you might not realize, but there is a lot of emotions that are even stuck in your muscles, right? So the more you breathe, the more you allow space for more energies to come in, and then you breathe out all the tension that is inside of you, okay? And it can be very hard to rip off, because it might be there for years. So it's not going to happen overnight, but the more you do it, the more you're going to concentrate on your body, on your breathing, on the feelings that are inside of you. And I'm just not even, this is not a type of warning. I'm just trying to tell you that it might not always feel right, okay? It might not always feel the way you expect it to feel, okay? If you're gonna feel hurt, you're gonna feel hurt. Hurt hurts, okay? But once you feel through it, and once you notice that this is exactly the core that's been there, and you accept that you've been hurt, and you are self-compassionate, you let go of whatever happens to you, and you are moving forward, and you are then stopping and blocking, right, the pattern that was causing you to constantly doing and running in circle like a hamster, not knowing what you're doing, and panicking, and always being anxious, and then just doing or reaching out for some stuff that were not really that beneficial to your physical health, for example. And you stop because you're breathing, because you are connected to your body, because you know you're safe, and you can, in a safe environment, give yourself this biggest gift and present by feeling everything that is inside of you. And once you rip off those energies out of you, you then make space for more energies, and those energies that are going to come in and replace that hurt, once you allowed it, is going to be are going to make you feel so much lighter, so much better, so much more loving. And you're going to feel a relief, a real relief and freedom in choosing, right? And everybody wants freedom. That's our biggest, highest value of every human being, right? Everyone wants freedom. And now, breathing, yes, right? What else, right? In order to feel whatever is uncomfortable in you, like, for example, you can feel something that is there for a very long time, and it may be guilt, it may be shame, yeah? Maybe those energies are still inside of you. Maybe you are ashamed of something. Why don't you write it down and ask yourself, what am I still ashamed of? Why am I ashamed of myself when I am myself, right? What do I feel guilty for? At what level do I feel guilty? Why do I feel guilty for things, right? Or what am I still struggling with when it comes to accepting things? What can I not accept in my life, right? And these things that you might not realize at first, that even one answer is not going to come up to your head. And after a while, when you ask this question long enough, you're going to make a list. You might even make a long list. Okay, so carry on asking yourself, Is there anything else that I need to work on? Do you feel like you really want to get rid of something else? Do you think that there is something inside of you that is not serving you? Do you think that there's something inside of you that you want to get rid of? Do you think that it would be better for you if you let go of something else? What is it? How do you feel? What is this tension in your stomach? Why do you feel like you have a heavy heart? Maybe there is something that you need, right? Maybe I can give you something. What do you need, right? Just be your own parent, be your own really good parent. Like, what do you need right now? How can I support you right now? What would you like to get rid of energy wise? What would you like to get rid of from your body, right? Is there anything that you feel that is not, it shouldn't be there? Do you notice yourself, for example, that you crave attention, or you are like emotionally needy, or you want to take over a conversation because otherwise you just don't not going to feel like you are recognized, for example, or maybe you just feel like you are less significant than other people and you shouldn't say anything in front of them because you would still feel like a little kid and everybody else is like an adult, right? So, just then you basically can discover yourself a little bit more and then just be more free later on, because you're going to have certain knowledge about yourself. You're going to be more confident with yourself because you're going to know, like, right, this is how I'm behaving. This is what's going on. I know exactly why that is. Maybe, in the past, obviously, I was just told to be shushed, which we probably all were, right? Like, oh, you should be mute. Yeah, but children, well, we had that saying, children and fish have no voice, or has no say, have nothing to say. And then that's why children just often just like, oh, children should be seen, not heard, right? So you should be seen but not heard. If you actually had this in your mind, and this is a belief and truth, then you're just not going to have the confidence to actually say what you want to say when you're being hurt, for example, or when you're being confronted with somebody. Right? So that is really important stuff, because this is it. Our mental and emotional and physical and spiritual health depends on how we're going to work with ourselves. That's why it's so important to actually go deeper and find out what other blocks are blocking us, right? So for example, if you are struggling with finding like, let's say, a very meaningful relationship with people, not only like a romantic relationship, but also like a friendship relationship, right? You might not, it might be just because you don't really have sufficient and deep enough relationship with yourself, okay? And you don't even know what to ask these people, and it seems like it's just like, it doesn't feel right, right? What would feel right more to you, right? Maybe you would like to ask more questions to people, so that you can get to know them on better levels, on deeper levels, so that you can have a deeper connection, if this is going to be satisfactory to you. But first and foremost, you need to have this relationship with yourself. Yeah. So breathing and connecting to your body is the first step, right? But also feeling your heartbeat is very important here, because your heart is the center that emits the energy, and if this heart is hurt, then you can imagine what energy you are emitting, right? It's just going to be emitting the energy and the frequency of hurt, and you're going to be getting more hurt, because you are, based on what you feel and how you feel and how you feel you are attracting things to your life every day, 24 hours a day, okay? That's why if you want to attract health, if you want to attract love, if you want to attract abundance, love, and being respected and kindness towards you from the outside, but kindness that beams out of you as well, and understanding, then you just need to put some effort into you, right? Into who you are. Rip off those all those layers that you have in you, that could be the past, right? The past that you are holding on because you just don't see anything for the future, or you are maybe, I don't know, being scared of the future, or you don't know what's going to happen in the future, or you don't really see yourself as anything, so you are actually holding on to the past, and that is also hurt, right? So when you can let go by just talking to yourself softly and smoothly, because that's how we roll, right? That's how we are. We don't realize that because we've been born into a narcissistic system where we are nothing but a number, and we should never be seen or heard. We should always do our as we told, should always be just tough and just bite our lip and do the thing and then forever work in the work and just work yourself to the fucking ground, but never actually just complain, right? The truth is, we are multidimensional, amazing creatures who create our own reality with thoughts and beliefs, okay, and with the way we feel inside of us, especially about us, because the self-image is here, the crucial thing that we use in order to attract the right things to our life. So your self-image has to be of immaculate and amazing standard. You should see yourself as an amazing person, as an important person, as a person who is worthy of anything, right, that you might require or want. And then, and only then, will you attract what you really desire. Yeah, by just knowing that this is what you deserve. Okay, if you're gonna know that you deserve hurt or being ridiculed or being oh god, sorry, just got stuck in my mind, disrespect, this is what you're gonna be doing, be attracting. Because if you disrespect yourself, if you lie to yourself, if you hurt yourself on a daily basis, don't be surprised if people gonna lie to you, people gonna disrespect you, and there will be no kindness around. Because the kind person that you need to be, that needs to be the kindness towards you. If you want kindness from the outside, you have to have inside of you first, okay? And the only way to do that is by getting rid of everything. That's the number one step towards kindness, right? Kindness is allowing yourself to let go of everything that's not serving you anymore and replace it with lovely things that you deserve to have inside of your energetic space, right? So this is really important stuff. And I would like you guys to share it and to know that these messages that I am passing on, I'm passing the messages on so that you understand that your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health depends on how you work with yourself and how you treat yourself, okay? How you think about yourself, how you feel inside of you, and how can you feel nice? How can you feel and realize how you feel when you don't pay attention to your body? Right? How can you feel good when you are stuck in the past? How can you be that kind, loving, compassionate to other people, positive and light-bearing person that everybody around need right now? Because everyone's so confused, no one knows what's going on, and there is a lot of changes that are going on. We've been born into a different reality. Now the reality is changing. Now the consciousness of Earth, even of our planet, is expanding. You have to, if you want to look anymore on scientific level, you can have a look at Schumann resonance, what's going on there right now. Okay, if the pulsating of the Earth, of the whole planet, has got the frequency of 7.83 megahertz, and it's connected with our brain waves, because incidentally they actually emit the same energy of the same frequency of a brainwave of a human being is the same, is 7.83 megahertz, is the same as Earth's heartbeat. That speaks for itself. So if anything happens to Earth and Earth is actually expanding its consciousness, humans are going to feel it, okay? And you are going to start seeing more. You're going to expand your awareness. You're going to want to be on your own, because you're going to be starting to experiencing new truths about yourself. You're going to see through the veil of illusion. You're going to see that everything that you've been programmed as is just the opposite of what you are feeling. And because we are now being reprogrammed from thinking with our mind and a fear-based reality onto the heart-based reality, this is how you work through those changes. This is how you connect with yourself more, okay? So that you can hold more light, hold better energy, hold better frequency, because frequency is the responsible factor that determines whether your reality is going to be of something that you are satisfied with, okay? So breathing, right? Connecting to your body, feeling your heart, right? And talking to yourself smoothly, right? I am so sorry, okay, that you have, that I am so sorry. And you're talking to your child that is inside of you that is hurt, right? And the self-compassion practice that I find very, very, I'm being very vulnerable here, but I am sharing this because perhaps somebody is going to hear it and it's going to help them, okay? So if you want to sort of let go of some old wounds that you had you have, and you feel that they are stopping your life from moving forward, and you would like to move on, right? And you would like to be better, and you know that you deserve better, but you somehow are feeling confused. You don't know what's stopping you and where are the blocks. Then have a look at your life and have a look at what's happened to you and what thoughts are coming up to your mind very often when it comes to past. Perhaps there's something that you notice that just constantly just keeps on coming up and you can't get rid of that, right? Maybe this is something, maybe you've lost someone, right? Maybe you've lost a relationship, but this person is still alive. Or maybe you've lost a person and this person is no longer alive, right? So be compassionate to yourself like no one's ever been before, right? And you can say to yourself, I am so sorry that you had to go through this horrible, horrible hurt, right? I am so sorry that you had to go through this loss, right? I am so sorry that they've hurt you. I'm so sorry that they didn't know how much they are hurting you. I am so sorry that you've experienced something this difficult, right? I am so sorry that you were led into thinking that you are worthless. I am so sorry that you were presented yourself as an insignificant person, yeah, or not confident or whatever. And then you can then say to yourself, just as if you were talking to your child or someone that you really love or your friend, you deserve to be loved. Yeah, you deserve to let go of this now and live the life you want, right? You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be kind. You deserve the passion. You deserve whatever you need. You deserve. You feel you deserve. You don't have just yet. You telling yourself about it. And the reason why words and affirmations, and I am stressing the affirmations so hard right now, and not only right now, but if you watched my videos in the past, and I've been talking about beliefs and affirmations for the last, like the best part of 2 years, it's just because you are listening to yourself every day, and your body listens. Your cells are listening, and your DNA is listening, and your DNA is programming everything you say about you, especially the things you say about you. So if there is anything negative that you say about yourself, your body will copy that, right? But don't expect a good response from your body if you say something bad about yourself to your body. Because if you said that to your friend, right? If you said to your friend, you look shit, or you are stupid, you're a bitch, you're a dickhead, you are an idiot, I hate you, right? I can't stand you. I can't stand the look of you. Okay, you look fat. You are ugly. Your hair is a mess. If you said that to your best friend, would they be your friend for long? But if you say things like that to yourself, don't expect your heart to be happy with who you are, because you are insulting yourself all the time. And you, just as much as everybody else, you have feelings, okay? And you should respect them and be kind to you too. No matter what you think right now of yourself, okay, if there's something that's non-serving and you feel that it could be insulting to anybody, if you said that to anyone else, especially your best friend or your member of a family or your child, and you never dare to say that, then I suggest you change it straight away, okay? Because we are made of water mainly, and water is a good you know, when you say something and you were, let's say, at the river, at the lakeside, yeah, the water carries the sound, right? The water carries the sound, so you can hear better when you're far away than you would have heard it if the water wasn't there. Yeah, you can hear someone from the other side of the shore when they say or shout something, but you wouldn't be able to do that if you were in a field, because there's no water that can carry the sound. because that's a transmitter of a sound, and we are made of water. So our sound transition is also very important, and that's why we are hearing ourselves, and we register ourselves, and our body cells are registering everything we say, because the sound is actually vibrating, right? But the sound of the things that you say carries is energy, right? So it carries certain frequency, and if you say something that is non-serving, it's gonna have a low frequency. Okay, so your body will feel it in density that is not pleasant. Okay, and after a while your body will feel discomfort and dis-ease if you feel and think and say things like that on a daily basis about yourself that are non-serving, that are not pleasant, right? Is you going to end up in dis-ease, in a state of dis-ease, disease, right? So you're going to basically slowly kill yourself. Okay, and this is important message. This is serious message. The energy that is carried in words that are serving and in words that are pro-expansion, pro-growth, right, to yourself. Like, for example, I love you. You are amazing. You are beautiful. I love the way you do things. I think you are very intelligent. I think you are lovely. What you just did was very kind. Okay. Can you speak to yourself this way? Because if you can't, then you have to learn. Because if you won't, then your body is going to have a low vibration. Low vibration for a very long time, for a very that is housed within your body, is not carried very well by your body. Is not how do you call it? Your body doesn't bear it very well, right? So it's not going to be dissected in an easy way, right? You will have to make a lot of effort to dissect all the negative energies that are inside of you, so that you don't get affected on a physical level, in a physical health way, right? That's why it's so important, so that you keep your vibe as high as possible. And this is not the high vibes, artificial, I'll smile my way through the fucking sadness, okay? Nothing like that. If you're sad, you're sad. There is nothing you can do, but self-compassion is a positive attitude towards sadness that is humane, right? Just as much as in jealousy, anger. I am so sorry that you experienced anger. It must have been very hard for you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be feeling light, right? I'm so sorry that you had to experience hurt, right? You deserve to be cherished, to be loved, to be appreciated, okay? And that is so important, so that we know that those energies that we say on a daily basis, especially in the shower when there's more water, okay, are being heard by our own cells, and our own cells are vibrating just as much as the whole of the body, just as much as everything else, just as much as the whole universe, including our planet, okay? We're all motion, right? We're always in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. It moves through your body. Make sure that whatever you let inside of you, and whatever you don't have always the influence on what is coming your way. Somebody always is going to come up to you and talk shit to you for 10 minutes, and you'll be like, bloody hell, I've just been dumped the shit on me, right? But you go there, and then at least you avoid that person next time, right? Or just like cut this conversation after 1 minute, or even less than this, or even never engage in it, right? But the most important person that you engage with when it comes to conversing every day is you. And you should be saying only the good things, only the amazing things, never shit to yourself, right? So that your frequency always stays up as high as possible, because that's the only way that you can affect your surrounding, and that's the only way you can affect your whole environment in a positive, nice way, right? Because your light is being, even with you not having to do anything, but just your own being is of a quality that is higher when you have high frequency energy that you hold, your physical body holds, after you got rid of all the negativity from inside of you. that have been there, that have been stuck there. Okay. So yes, today that's everything for today. Make sure that you share this message with people. If you love, like I do, thinking and talking in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, right? Then please share this message and like this message and send me some love, because I like your likes, I like your loves, and I like your positive comments. If share your comment if you have anything to say on top of what you've experienced as well, when it comes to, let's say that you've experienced that when you let go of certain emotion that you were afraid of, but you allowed yourself to feel it, then perhaps you just felt completely different, and how your reality changed as well, and what did you get instead. Talk to me, write to me. I am more than happy to read your comments. I really love you guys, and yeah, until the next time, okay? Thank you very much. I am so pleased and so grateful that I can be a messenger in this beautiful, beautiful life of mine. If you are interested in energy, vibration, and frequency, then make sure that you go in to visit my blog, because underneath I pasted a link to my newest article on energy again, and everything that I write is just pretty much exactly how I say it here, but sometimes I have more time to actually just write things down, and I just get more time to think about what I'm going to write. Yes, it is also going like a soul download, let's go, right, and the article is done. But I can also edit it, and which I can't do on a video. Okay, so, and sometimes whatever I forget to say on a video, I often top up as well in my articles on my blog. So Dreamkasha, www.dreamkasha.com, and obviously go to blog, Dream Blog, because it's all about the dreams, all about the wishes, all about the things that we want and desire in our lives, and how to get there using the energy, frequency, and vibration knowledge, so we can be closer and closer to that goal of ours, and get our energy close to the and the frequency of our physical body that is going to level with our desires frequency. Okay, this is only vibration, this is only energy. Everything is possible for us, everything is already there for us. All we need to do is tune into the right frequency. It's just like you tune in into the right radio to listen to the certain station. Okay, you just need to find the frequency, and this is how you can connect to that area where you listen to the radio that you want to listen to. Okay, but in order to do that, there are some elements that you need to meet, there are some laws that you need to apply, and these laws are being discussed here on this very channel, and also I talk about them and write about them. So yeah, right, love you, take care, have a good week.